Hi everybody, this is Ernie, and I'm the Web Technologies Librarian at Paul Sawyer Public Library. And for this week's tech video, I'm going to show you about an app called AllTrails. Now that summertime's here, a good fun activity to go do outside in the warm weather is just go hiking, get out in nature a little bit. And the AllTrails app will kind of help you find some trails located by you, and it'll also show you how difficult it is, rated by other people who have also hiked it, and just kind of help you find some places to go that are maybe a little bit off the beaten path, rather than the trails that everybody knows. It kind of has a big list of all the trails that people kind of hike around the area that you're at. So in the bottom right there, you'll see the icon for the AllTrails, which is just a couple of mountains against a green background there. And when you tap that, it opens up the app. So once you create an account, it's going to welcome you with your name up there at the top, which is very fancy. And then it's going to use your GPS just to kind of tell where you are and show you trails that are nearby. So right here, the very top kind of thing that it's showing you is just top trails nearby. And as you kind of scroll through, it's just whatever's closest to you. So right now I'm sitting in the library, so it's showing me stuff that's here in Frankfurt, close by the library. And so, like for instance, here the Raceway Spur Trail, you can see that it's rated as easy, 4 stars. It just like sort of like an Amazon review. People can review the hike as far as how easy it is, whether it's nice or scenic or all that. And it'll also tell you the length and how long it may take you to hike it, depending on how slow or fast you want to go. So there's a lot of info there just right off the bat. So it kind of makes it easy for you to pick a trail pretty quick if you're just somewhere and you just kind of want to find something real quick. You don't have to put a whole lot of information in. Here's a moderate one, so it's about an 8-mile trail. So that's a little bit more intense than, say, this almost 1-mile trail. So depending on how hard you're wanting to hike, how long you're wanting to hike, you can find ones more apt to your abilities. So you can also do a search up here. So let's say you're going to go on vacation later. For instance, you could put, say, San Diego, and it'll show you trails that are close by San Diego. So you can also do some pre-planning ahead of time. If you're going to go on vacation and you're just wanting to look for some trails without having to wait till you get there. It's a nice way to kind of plan if you happen to wanting to get out somewhere and you want to kind of see what's around in that area. And that's where the plan comes into effect. Down at the very bottom, you see there's Explore and a few other options. The plan option actually will let you say, if you're going on vacation, you can heart these trails so that later you'll already have them saved as the ones that you want to do. So a couple of years ago, I went to Sedona and I saved a couple of trails for myself. So like here was the Chapel Trail in Sedona. And so if I click on it, it kind of shows you a little bit more info than it has at the very start. It still has, that it was an easy trail. It's about 1.5 miles. But here it can kind of give you a little bit more once you scroll down. So there it'll show you the map of actually the track that the trail takes through the map. And as you keep on going down, it'll kind of tell you they have a pretty detailed description, as well as how to get there and where to park and everything to actually walk to the trailhead. And then below that, it'll even show you the weather so that you can plan later for when your actual trip is, as far as what the weather may be like there. Then on down, you get to the actual reviews. So this has some reviews of people that have actually hiked it. MB was not very impressed, whereas Kalia looked like that she seemed to like it very much. So just like with anything else, you can kind of read through the reviews and see if there's something specific that you may like or may not like, and kind of pick which one is right or good for you for what you're looking for. So the navigate option down at the bottom, that's just directly going to, if you're on vacation, just sort of like a Google Maps type of thing, it'll navigate you directly through the trail as you're walking. So if you're using this on a phone, you can keep your phone on you as you're hiking, and it will navigate you through the trail as you go. Since I'm not actually hiking, I can't really do anything with this one, but that's what the navigate option at the bottom is for. The history will also keep a track of the hikes that you've completed and things that you've done. So right now the activities, I don't have any activities that are going on, but if I go to completed here, it shows the completed trails that I've completed with the app and kind of logged in that I had done. So there was a couple, again, when I was in Sedona that I hiked that I logged into the app. And then if you go to profile, just like anything else, any other profile, you can set your little profile and have your picture and stuff like that. So when you do reviews, people, this is kind of what they'll see, and they can go click your profile and kind of see what you're doing. So it's a very detailed app as far as there's a whole lot of trails within it. So if you do a whole lot of hiking, you probably are already familiar with this, but if it's something that you're kind of looking into to maybe start hiking, this is a great way to kind of see what's around where you are and maybe pick some easy ones to start off, and then you can kind of start going up to the more moderate and hard ones, depending on what your kind of activity is. And also here, I kind of forgot to mention, there's actually, you can choose by the activity type. They also have biking trails and full-on like backpacking and everything else. So it's not just walking, hiking trails, but they'll also have other trails for you to do things that may not just be walking, depending on kind of what you like to do. So that's the very basics of the app, but super helpful if that's kind of what you're into. And like I said, especially with summer coming along, it might be something that you want to take a look at or want to get interested in. And this is a great place to start with the AllTrails app. So I hope that this was helpful for everybody. And again, if you have any questions or you just want to comment, go ahead and feel free to do so, and we'll get back to you. Thanks a lot.